Let's see here, get myself together. Do this little check-in of this live. It ain't gonna be too long. I know I always say that, but I'm gonna keep this one under an hour. I always say that, but I'm really gonna keep this one short because y'all know how it is. I don't want to keep yapping and yapping and yapping and all that kind of stuff. Who we got up in here? What's going on, Bars? What's going on, Bars? How you feeling, my bro? Good to see you. How you feeling? What's going on? Yes. What's going on? What's going on, Kevin? How you feeling? How you feeling? Y'all good? It's good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all coming on in, sliding in on through. What's going on, Dolly? How you feeling? What's going on, OG Mizzle? What's up? What's up, man? What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Today, you know what I'm saying? We up in here. We gonna be hunting us some idiots and some ducks. Oh yeah. And I got a pink one for you stupid pansies out there. And it's extra sharp. Real sharp. Hope everybody's having a good day. What's going on? She said, uh-oh. I'm gonna keep it chill. I'm gonna keep it chill. I'm ready. I got to hunt you Jezebels down. You freaking parrot nose bovine male feces. Nah, let me stop. Let me chill. I'm relaxed. What's going on, y'all? How you feeling, Dolly? How you feeling, Senna? It's good to see you, sis. We up in here. We just chilling. I gotta make this about a motivational lecture that I gotta put onto you people. I can't go to the other side for these idiots, these fraudulent, felonious, fake pile of feces. Okay, what's going on, Sassy? How you feeling? You good? I'm glad to see y'all in here. How y'all feeling? We in here, right? Good. Yeah, y'all up in here. Got on my hunting gear. Got on my army issued mayor. Got my sharpness. Got my duck horns. I done got my deer scent. You know what I'm saying? And got on my camo. Praise up. What's going on, WSFN? How you feeling? I'm glad y'all all decided to come through for little old me. And I know I might not always be so forthcoming with my thanks to y'all, but y'all should probably know that I'm just a little bit different at how I do it. Like I don't be like, oh, posting everything, but I'm letting y'all know that I appreciate y'all. Like I appreciate each and every one of y'all who rocks with me, who, you know, comes through on the lives, who decides to take a little chill pill and we sit and build and talk. Those of you who have supported me, you know, mentally, financially, and any of those. And it's like, even though, you know, it I don't care. I care, but if that makes sense, I ain't like one of them beggar type, you know, oh, I appreciate y'all. You feel me? All of y'all. What's going on, BDP? What's going on? How you feeling, BDBGP? Good to see you. What's going on, Taylor? How you feeling? You good? What's going on, WSFN? So, I'm gonna keep it chill today. We ain't gonna go on in over some of these crazy folk up on here because I think some of them, well, for the most part, is learning their lessons, but who knows? But I had a message to give because it was basically a dream that I had last night. You know, every time I have to let y'all know what's going on, right? Real, what's the best way for me to reach you regarding judging for this battle? Oh yeah, and I meant to reach out to you. You can reach out to me on my email, right? Or I just recently followed you on IG. I'm the that big Funko Pop page. That's me. But if you want to reach me on my email or through IG, because I don't really do nothing on my IG. That's just basically when I used to collect a lot of things, you know, like pops and mystery minis and Funko Pops and wrestling pops and all that kind of stuff. But now I done toned out on that. So for a couple of years I have been doing it. Charlene Heartfile. Well, thank you. Hi, how you doing? I got called handsome. Me? I don't think so. I don't think anything about my looks. I just be flowing. Like I don't be like, oh, am I ugly or am I good looking? I just, I don't know. I don't have no thought process on it. But thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on, Empress? Is your IG the same name on YouTube? No, no. It's not the same thing. I gotta keep y'all attention because if I'm veering off and stuff like that, it's because I know as soon as I give it, everybody gonna be like, they gonna hound you. Focus. Right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. What's going on, Diane? What's going on, crocheting? Crocheting with Sandra Birdie. How you feeling? What's going on? So, I'm gonna hit you up right now on there. Matter of fact, it's a Funko Addict. That's my name on there, Funko Addict. Hi, bro. Are you Russian by any chance? Well, no, but I do be rushing in on getting these messages to y'all so we can have a great discussion and so we can build. Hi, Brigallo, 7521. Good to see you. What's going on? I'm good, Crochet. How you doing, Vibrant? What's going on, Fantastic? Um, okay. So, a lot of you might want to hear this, right? What's going on, Nisha? What's going on, Shotty Me? TTT. What's going on, right? So, the message that I was given last night. What's going on, model? Where are you from? Florida? No, New York. Um, so the message was a lot of you, right? You do not need a manual. You do not need a manual. I'll put it inside the chat. You do not need a manual for the things in life. You do not need a manual for the real you. You do not need a manual to tell you certain things that you have to do, right? And I think that this message is going to be needed by a lot of you people out here who are searching for certain things and trying to do things, whether it be in real life, with friends, with crafting yourself in your new self, or with being up on here on YouTube, right? And I'm going to give a couple examples so that it can make sense, right? So a lot of us are, I won't say stuck, but stagnated in a certain place where we're looking for a book, we're looking for a manual, we're looking for certain paperwork, we're looking for a how-to on how to do things when we're already sitting with something that has been bestowed upon us, right? What's going on, Lala? How you feeling, right? What's going on, Focus? Now, I'm going to get deeper into this, right? Now, a lot of people have put you inside of a box where they told you, you got to learn this and you got to learn this to be able to do this and to do that, right? And that's not the case. That is not the case whatsoever. I'm going to open your mind and spark your mind to something new, right? Some of you may already know this. When I was younger, right? I used to hear things. I used to hear music. And I would hear these tones of my favorite songs, right? And I'm like, well, that sounds good. My grandmother had a piano inside the house. So I would listen by ear. And I would begin to imitate and copy the tones that I've heard, right? And I began to play without having a manual, without having a teacher, without having something that was there to teach me how to read music. I heard certain songs where people would sing so greatly, and I would sit there and imitate some of the sounds that I heard. I didn't need a manual. Bye, Crochet. Have a good one. I didn't need a manual. So I started to hear certain tones through music, through singing, through voices, right? Around my friends when we would be at school or certain events, right? I would see people moving, and then sometimes there was something that would just come over me where I knew how to move on my own. I knew how to listen to the tone and rock to the beat. And it was something that I didn't need a manual for. That was something that was within me. When you're a baby, right? What's going on, Abby? What's going on, Killer Dogs? Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you. When there comes a certain time when you need to get up and start to do certain things as a baby moving into the toddler stage, your body tells you to do something. And what is that? You begin to crawl. And then from after crawling, you do what? You begin to walk. When you come out of your mother's womb, right? And when you're hungry and when you're crying, what's going on, Abby? What's the first thing that you do? You're looking for that supple boob to get your sustenance from your mom to feed you so that it can quench your hunger. So what do you automatically know how to do? You automatically know how to suck. Well, slurp, pause. Feed on a titty. That's what I'm trying to say, right? I was somebody like, ooh, look at him. He couldn't do the. Shut up. I'm trying to teach you something. The main thing of what I'm trying to let you know is a lot of what you people are seeking and searching and looking for on how to do things, right? You don't have to keep searching and looking to know how to do something that's already on you. Not in you, but on you. Do you need to be taught how to play an instrument? No. You don't need a manual for that. Sometimes it's just in you to hear these things and you just go on about, but something inside you is keeping you inside of a certain stagnated place telling you, well, I know how to do something, but no, I need to have a manual. I need to have a book. I need something to tell me what to do, right? I'm going to let y'all know something else, right? What's going on, Dee Dee? How you feeling, right? Sometimes it just takes you coming forward to walk into something that you think is so hard, but it's not, right? You don't need to chase people for respect. You don't need to have your creativity validated by anyone, right? What you're searching for and what you're looking for and I need to know the how to on how to do this. I need to have this perfect setup for something which is already based inside you, right? When you want something, right, and you see that you want something, your mind can formulate words to, I like her, I like him. I'm going to say these words because I'm going to express interest. Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. So I'm going to put this inside my mouth and chew it. What I'm trying to get at to you is to stop searching for a book. Stop searching for a manual. Stop searching for something that's hidden, that's right there in front of your face. Once you start to realize this, a lot of you is going to come right out of your shell and it's like, you know what? Like, say, for instance, on here, and this is no offense to anybody. I just choose to do things differently, right? Certain people, before they start, they need to have, how can I say, the greatest setup of ever. They need to have this type of camera, that type of mic, this type of this type of that, this type of that, right? And I heard somebody talking about that, Lashana, and I mentioned that before. And can y'all believe, right? Somebody like me, I don't have any fancy cameras. I don't have any fancy mics. I don't have any fancy setups. I don't have any fancy computers or anything. I have simply just a cell phone and my voice, of which I come through on here, which I didn't need a manual on, which I didn't need any training on, which I didn't need anything on. It was just upon me, right? So a lot of you are running away from things that are already there for you, right? I had another thought process on these things, right? A lot of you have such great feats within you, and what you think that people aren't going to like and what you're running away from is going to be your greatest asset. What you think people will ridicule you on is going to be your greatest come up. What you think that people will sit there and point fingers and laugh and make fun of you on, because that's what they're doing anyway, right? That's what people are doing on here anyway. So how about we give them something to really laugh at? How about we give them something to really to point at? How about we give them something really to talk about? So say for instance, right? Some of you might be ashamed, like, well, I don't like doing this because I'm eating this and I don't want people to see me eating this way or this or that. How do you know that the one thing that you're running away from that you don't want people to see, what if that is your greatest asset on YouTube? On Instagram, on this or that. You tasting foods, you eating foods. You know, a lot of people sit up here and like to watch people eat food. A lot of people sitting here just to watch the satisfaction of someone else eating and enjoying and munching down on foods. Oh, I don't want people to see me because I'm disfigured or something like that, right? Beautiful in color. How you doing? What's going on? How you feeling? Right? You see this face? You see this big old almond head that be coming up on here talking to y'all? Some people, oh, you got a big head. Oh, your mustache is uneven. Okay. And I still come up on here. Do you see his shiny cheeks? It looks like he stores walnuts and cashews up inside those junks. How you be coming up all live? And that's the way I'm built. That's the way I look. But I'm still going to come up all live. I don't care. Yes, I've heard it all. People have said these things to me. And I'm just like, well, see, one of the greatest things that you think is your flaw can be one of the greatest things that people can be attracted to that can come through. I like almonds. You so almondy. What does it say? No doubt. You never know until you try. Indeed, indeed. I have a learning disability and special needs. You're still good. That is so true, Rose, right? And I think what ends up happening on here, right? What's going on, Shayla? What's going on, beautiful I am color? Good to see y'all. Good to see you inside. Good to see you, Dee Dee. Good to see you, Mr. Meeks. How you feeling? Right? We try to assert ourselves and validate ourselves with the other crowd of other people of what we think that we should be doing. And you do not have to do that, right? See, there's something I want to say, but I don't want to offend certain people, right? But there are people, right? Right now, and I know that y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Who don't care about certain things that are limiting them, right? They don't care about their looks. They don't care about their weight. They don't care about certain disfigurements, right? And do you know, lo and behold, those people are winning on this platform? The same people that people and I'm trying to get y'all to realize the same things that you think is not a talent can be a talent, or your looks that you think like all this old pretty stuff, that's all cool. All this all handsome stuff, that's all cool and all, right? But there's another side where people are looking past that and not even worried about that. They're not worried about looks. They're not worried about size. They're not worried about this or that. There's people who coming up on here looking like who did it, who stomped on it, who ran over it, who put this pile of feces right here, left it and put a piece of cherry on top and are still winning, right? So I want you to let that soak inside your mind and realize, dang, I'm holding myself back because of a validation of society where I think I have to look this way or I have to read this or study all this just to come up on this platform, just to come up in life, just to step forward in life. Like, stop being afraid of certain things in life, right? Keep on walking. Because people are going to still keep on talking on you anyways. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got to turn my hat forward. Yeah. You see, you got to keep on walking and keep on going forward. You understand what I'm saying inside life? You see, the buck doesn't stop here. You see, a lot of us are stuck inside something that doesn't even matter. We're looking at people and we're looking at these things. Well, what if these people look at me this way? What if this person thinks this about me? What if this person right here says this? Oh, you know what? I'm going to go do some of the most stupidest things that I'm going to go and look back at my life and critique myself. But that's one of the worst things that I can do because guess what? I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to like my voice. I'm not going to like hear what I did. I'm sitting up here sweating with stuff coming down my cheeks. Leave it be and just keep going on. You understand what I'm saying? Eartha Kittling, hi, live. What's going on, Jamila? That's why it's good to never judge a book by its cover. Yes, 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 yes. You said the right things. You don't judge a book by its cover, right? You know how many people up on here judged real odds up on here? Oh, that boy's gonna turn on you. Oh, that boy, I don't trust him. Oh, I'm gonna tell all these lies. You know how many people have said things about me and probably said things about you too. Odds, can you please let me talk? Because I'm sure the people don't want real talking with his regular voice, and you coming in with your down south country twang voice, keep coming on in. Well, I got to have my time too, so just let me talk for a minute. No, shut up, and you go inside the room with your sister or your auntie and drink your Michelob or your Virginia. Now that's not very nice of you, Negro. Well, that's not very nice of you, Cracker, to keep coming inside my voice. So stop it. No, we're in this together, cause black and white make it Oreo. Shut up. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Let me come on back. Odds. Relax. Hold up. I gotta come back. Stay dropping knowledge and gems. You're only here to make people laugh and show them a better way to live. Exactly. You see, we're stepping inside times where certain people do not care, right? And I see that a lot of you, right? You can't be worried about what people are saying and thinking on this platform, right? Or even in life. Because in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It only matters because you're telling yourself that it matters. It only matters because you're enveloping that process of thought and you're telling yourself it matters. What's going on, Eartha? Yep, you're positively brilliant. I've subbed up. Well, thank you, Eartha Kitlin. I gotta check you out and see who you are. And just maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can get a a. Don't you say it, I you stupid dummy. There are no wrenches no more. It's called a shield. It's called a shield. It's called a shield. So stop it. Okay. Okay. Well, we don't have any more wrenches. It's called the shield. Just relax, odds. I'm bringing it back. That's what I thought. Stupid dummy. What did you say? Nothing. I'm going back inside now. Okay. Okay. Back to the audience. So, no, here we go. What's going on, Stash Cash? Good to see you. What's going on? Jamil, I think I spoke to you. So you can't be looking for validation from a book. You cannot be looking from validation from what you think is going to validate you, right? Right? Like what I think a lot of people on this platform suffer from, right? And I want you to get over this hump. And I know certain people are like, well, you shouldn't say that. Let them keep falling down, right? There's going to be certain times, right? Where we do live streams or where we do certain things and do certain videos, right? And we might not have the audience that we think that we needed for that very moment, right? But see, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's going on, right? A lot of y'all don't realize, right? I was gonna keep this to myself, but the dynamic of your audience of who flows through, right? You have to remember it is now springtime. It is getting hot outside. For the last 3 weeks, certain places, whether you're on the East Coast, whether you're on the West Coast, or whether you're in the Mid Pacific, it doesn't matter, have been going on spring break, right? People have been going on spring break. People started stepping outside. You know what I'm saying? For certain guys, it's like, yeah, you know, it's getting hot. And you know, for certain females, you know, oh, it's hot girl summer. You know, it's time for booty shorts and tank tops and all this stuff. So the demographic of your audience of those people, because you think that, oh, these people aren't coming. No, they started to step outside. They're going on spring break. They're traveling. They're doing certain things. So we got to get this inside of our mind. The dynamics of the flow of who's watching our channel is going to change because during the wintertime, remember, a lot of people were in. A lot of people were in. So a lot of people consumed a lot more social media. So now it's just going to slow down for a little bit. So I don't want this to get to y'all heads to like, oh, this is happening. People don't like, no, that's not simply the case. I just dropped y'all a gem. I just dropped you a secret just now. Thank you, A Simple Life. I appreciate that. What's going on, Coffee? Hey, Luciana. What's going on, Face the Ace? What's going on, Model Lori? Stash, coffee cake, beautiful eye color. What's going on, y'all? Thank you, coffee. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for that. Thank you for eye simple, right? So the fact of the matter is, right? Don't let think. Oh, I got me a chili brother. How? My mouth is burning. I can't handle it. Nah. Shut up, odds. Stop with the craziness. Let me go in. I can't just relax because he's starting to come out. And I need to tell the people the message because you can't be doing. Shut up, Blackie, and let me talk. No, what? You. No, you didn't. Now you go back inside the recesses of my mind and go eat your mayonnaise. You shut up and go smoke on your Newports. You shut up and smoke on your Capri Suns. I mean, Capri's, those little tiny cigarettes. I know what you meant, you daggone dummy. Look, shut up. I'm coming back. Relax. What's going on, Shane? Greetings, everyone. What's going on, Tasharia? How you feeling? Man, no, no. This is nothing against my peoples, because y'all know how it's anybody, because I'll talk about, the coppertones of us and us eating fried chicken and eating watermelon, and now talk about you and lapping up on your dog and sucking down mayonnaise, and you over there with the chink self sitting over there chopping up dog and cat and serving it to the American people. It don't matter. So I don't want people thinking like, oh, look, he being like that. I'm somebody of sorts of like a Dave Chappelle. So it's just like any race, it's all brought together for laughter. I'm trying to do something here. You feel what I'm saying? So don't you do that. Thank you, Trisha. Wow, thank you. Look at that. I got sunshine. Look, I received sunshine from sunshine. Thank you, Trisha. I definitely appreciate that. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Right? So I don't want y'all to have your minds validated on certain things of the views, because now I told you I'm stepping into something where I'm really researching this stuff to help y'all out so that y'all can not feel a certain type of way like, oh, people aren't showing up. It's simply the summertime, it's simply springtime, and certain people are stepping on out. So don't give up, just keep on going. Like I learned this, before. Just like I told people, watch, soon as September, October, November starts coming around, your views are going to start to go up, because guess what? It's the winter time. People are coming on in. So don't fret. Don't be sad. There's times I come up here and I want people to see that too, where I only get 200 views, but I still appreciate y'all that come through. Sometimes I get 1,000 views, sometimes I get 800 views. It don't matter. It's the flow of what's happening, depending on who's in, who's awake at the moment, who's not awake, who's on, depending on your thing inside the algorithm. And then people are going outside, right? That's all that's happening. People are stepping on outside. It's as simple as that. If you look outside, right? Haven't y'all noticed? Oh, y'all going to the store. There's so many people, right, that are in stores now. They're outside. You see people putting on their outfits. You know what I'm saying? Guys is throwing on their baby oil, and women is throwing on their pretty goods, and they're looking all, fresh and fly. They're outside. You hear the children playing. You hear the motorcycles going. You hear the four-wheel start riding. People are outside. So there's still going to be an influx of people are inside, but just hold on, right? But then it's going to get to that point where now, right? Y'all hear this now? We're transitioning to the spring, but then it's going to get to a point where it becomes too hot, right? So now when it becomes too hot, people are going to want to come back on the inside and be cooled down and have the AC, and then they're going to start watching stuff again, and the influx is going to come in again. But then we're sitting here thinking like, oh, I need to give up. Ain't nobody watching, blah, blah, blah. But it's going to be outside, inside. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've got this map down. I just don't apply it to myself too much because I don't be up on here all the time. But it's just like, hey, I'm giving this information to y'all so y'all can learn how to ride the waves with the flow. You understand what I'm saying? Because people are like, oh, you ain't nobody. If I show y'all my true views of my old content, but I had to turn all that content off because that's not me no more. I think I got like 19,000 views, but that's not part of my lifestyle anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I used to do all sorts of this and talking and college stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Do you love Jesus? I don't know. Ask yourself that question. Do I? Thank you so much. Nah, that's good advice, right? And don't be afraid to tap into things where you might think like, oh, these people might not like it, right? Oh my gosh, it's getting hot. I got to get about this thing. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, right? Don't be afraid to step up to a different bar of things, right? Yes, I love Jesus. Thank you for asking. Well, what do you think? If I'm talking about Yeshua sometimes, what do you think? It says going with the flow, riding the waves of the highs and the lows, right? What's going on, Queen? Queen of Hearts, how you feeling, right? Right? There comes a point in time, right? Where y'all have to realize this too, right? The mindset of people who are a certain age on your channel, right? I'm giving y'all game and giving y'all gems right now, right? Let's say that you got somebody that's been rocking with you for a whole year, right? Certain people have been rocking with you for 6 months. Certain people that's rocking with you for 2 years. Let's say that that person is 17 turning 18. This person is 29, but now they done hit 30. This person is 39 or 40, done hit 41. This person is 49 or 50, but now they done hit 50, 51. Did you know that every 5 or 10 years, sometimes people's mindsets change on what they like and what they don't like? So it's not that people don't like you, but if somebody's having like a birthday or they're transitioning from one point of their life to another, you have to understand that sometimes they'll still support, but then they might want to watch certain other things, right? I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example, right? You know, when you were younger, didn't you used to like watching certain things? Like, I'm going to sit around and watch all these cartoons or all these gaming things because I like this, I like that. I want to watch people who are doing this and Call of Duty and all that stuff. But then once you got to a certain age, it's like, you know what? I want to watch fashion now. I want to watch vloggers now. I want to watch this because my taste has changed due to my age range, because every 5 to 10 years, your mindset accentuates to a different level. That's all that it is. So I want y'all to think about these things, right? And don't think the worst of things. Yeah, sometimes we got jealous people. Sometimes we got hurtful people. Sometimes we got people that's just, whatever it is. Sometimes we don't know. People could get back in the different things that we don't know about personally. But just know now it is our job, right? To attract that next influx of crowd that's coming in. So now that's why I'm saying you don't need a manual for this. This is something that's just going to be in you, because now don't you notice that certain times when you get older, there's certain stuff that you ain't tolerating no more. You're like, I ain't tolerating that no more. I ain't tolerating this crap. This person is doing this and doing that. You are allowed to evolutionize yourself. You are allowed to ascend. You are allowed to have a new version of yourself. And if certain things don't fit into those puzzle pieces anymore, well, y'all know my favorite words that I like to say. Oh well. Let me get back to y'all real quick. What's going on, Luciana? There will be new people to replace the old ones that fell off. Right. That's what I'm trying to get to y'all, right? There will be new people, and you just gotta ride that wave and stay with it, and don't think like, oh, this is this, or all right. There was a point in time where, right, I used to talk and say certain things, right? But I was ahead of my time. So I would have these thoughts and be thinking outside the box and want to talk and motivate people. But at my age of what I was doing it when I was on this platform, but it was a shared page with somebody else, it just didn't pull anybody. It just didn't. People weren't interested in that. But if you stick and stay with something long enough and you know that you like it, eventually that turncoat is going to come with that revolution, and you're going to attract your tribe and your people of what you're doing, if that makes any sense, right? Some of you are just ahead of your time. That's simply it. It's not that you're not born, or it's not that this is this. You're gonna get the people who, I want to see what fashion is about. I want to see what motivation is about. I want to see what art is about. I want to see what cooking is about. I want to see what healthy eating is about. I want to see what juicing is about. I want to see what exercise is about. I want to see learning about this or AI or is about. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you, beautiful I am colored. I appreciate that. So you can't fall off something just because something is not coming there fast enough. Did you know that sometimes the universe, God, your spiritual team, did you know that sometimes what you're doing, right? They'll keep you in that process to make sure that you're crafted to a point where it's just like, imagine grapes, right? You're basically grapes, and those grapes are being crushed. You're going to crush those grapes, right? And then you're going to store those grapes right then and there. You are grape juice at that point, right? Do you think that that grape juice is going to be fine and tasty and crafted and have hints of this and oak inside of it? No. Sometimes people are going to see you as that grapes and those grape juices, right? But you cannot be who you're supposed to be until you turn into your fine wine of who you're supposed to be, right? That's what's happening now. So we can't rush the process of certain things because sometimes we're being crafted to a certain point where it's just like, well, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, and I want this to happen right now, and it ain't happening fast enough. Well, guess what, honey? Guess what, brother? Guess what? Well, I don't want to say Jezebel because I don't want Jezebel, but guess what, people, right? If you can't handle certain things at a certain point where you're climbing up, what makes you think you can handle something superfluous? If that makes any sense, something on a grand scale. So you're being trained into a certain point because you know how sometimes we all know how it is with people on here. They like to mess with you. They like to say certain things. They like to try to assassinate your mindset to a point where there's like, oh, I see these weak spots. You're being trained, and be glad that these certain things are happening. Yes, I know it hurts. I know it stings. I know sometimes it pierces through and gets to us, but let it be training. And instead of you sometimes hating these people, look at it as, you know what, I'm glad you did this because now you just made me that much stronger. Oh, you, thank you for doing this and setting me in a place where I felt ignored and you didn't like me. So now I'm beginning to step up to a certain point because now that I'm able to sit in my own silence and cultivate myself, now I'm becoming stronger. Like, it's funny because certain people will do these things to you and sit there and think just because these people, I'm going to turn on you and I'm just going to leave you to your own self, and this is going to hurt you and this is going to bother you. And it's like, meanwhile, it's like, does this truly hurt? Or did you just give me peace of mind just now? Did you just take this weight off my shoulder? You thought by discarding me and throwing me or putting me on a shelf was going to hurt me, but now it just caused me to see things for truly what they was. And now that my attention is not geared towards this situation or you and this toxicity, now I'm able to cultivate that and alchemize it into myself and see things in a whole new light. It's like, thank you for doing this because now you were clouding my awakening, and now that I've awoken to something even greater and better, now I got this white noise from this TV away from me. Now I got these flies, these people who thinking they're doing something, these people up here who got the nothing but the brain capacity of a gnat or a fly thinking they hurting you. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really doing nothing. It's like, thank you. Ask Mike Jones. At first you didn't want me, but now you're all up on me. Enjoy the journey, right? Facts. Now is your season for to create that season. Absolutely. Indeed. Hello, Luciana. Queen. Facts. There will be new people to replace the old ones that fell off and fall through. So, because the thing is, my thing is, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to make people like, I know certain people like, oh, you see this information that I be given, I could keep this to myself and just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch people just fall off and do this and all that. No, I'll be wanting to see people win. But who is there to win is gonna win, and who's there to fall back because of their meanness, because of their toxicity, because of their energy drain on people, with their Jezebel spirits, with their low vibrational spirits. It's just like when they're concentrated on something. That's why sometimes it pays to listen, because you might not know that you're doing something, but certain people know what they're doing. And it's like, if you're concentrating and directing your energy as something else, how can you possibly grow? How? How? Because all of your energy is directed at this person. And certain people, it's just like, let them talk. Let them keep talking. Let them keep doing this because all they're doing is just giving you pieces of information. It's like, thank you for talking so much. Now I know how to combat certain things. Now I know how to maneuver certain things. Let them keep talking. Let them keep screaming and throwing hate and hurling at you. And you just sit and sometimes you just listen. Practice emotional intelligence. Practice. Sometimes we gotta say something, y'all. I get it. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Here we go again. Are y'all greeting each other? Are you talk? Look at what you made me do. Look at what you made me do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. The only reason why I do that is because I remember somebody seeing me and I was in one of their lives. What's going on, Allison? What's going on, Vanessa? What's going on, Key? And they see me interacting with certain people inside their live streams and they got pissed. What are you doing? Are you interacting with people? This is my live stream and you're supposed to be learning off of me. This is my live stream. You know what? You know what? You don't appreciate of what's coming out of my mouth. I'm pressing mute right now. Did somebody just send me a paintbrush? Stop sending me makeup. Also, what you trying to say? Here we go again. You trying to say that I need makeup or that I'm wearing makeup? Stop doing it. Don't send me another makeup brush. I don't want a makeup brush. I don't want no lipstick. And I don't want no pocketbooks or no. You sending me paintbrushes, send the paintbrushes to yourself. Have you looked inside the mirror lately? No, I'm just, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. F me, F you, fun you. Fantastic. I'm just, listen. You're interrupting my story. Hold on. What's he say? WSFN sitting there like laughing. No, somebody did that to me, right? They sat there and got mad because they're like, oh, I'm so glad that you people can interact with one another and be inside my live. Thank you for the happy poop. I know I'm a pile of poop. Thank you for the 100. Finally, somebody sent me something real mannish. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. And stop it because y'all making me smile and making my cheeks go up. I don't want that. Stop. Thank you for the happy poop. Cold and poo. I don't enter a room without speaking. Some jokers are just crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Like, thank you. I know I'm sparkling, right? Me? Yeah. I had a little coffee or something. Like, thank you. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up my nose. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. What's going on, y'all? No, I appreciate that. No. So every chance I get, I think it. Thank you for the thank. Well, I know my face all sparkling. It's all shining. I know his face is greasy. Look at him. Why every black person to come up here, their face all greasy? I'm gonna send them sparkles. I'm sorry, but I need to hydrate my skin before I coming up over here because I don't want to be looking all dried out and crusty and all sucked in, looking like Skeletor. So I have to come up here and hydrate myself and look a little decent for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So just a little something, something. Thank you for the star. I'm a star. Thank you. I know. Some people, he ain't no star. More like stupid, dumb. I can't stand him. Why is he still up here? I thought he took a week off and I thought that Negro was gone for sure. I'm so glad he took his stuff off. The next thing you know, it's like, hello. I popped back into the picture. Sorry. Nope. I'm still here. Dang it. I'm so tickly. Here. Watch your heart now. Watch your blood pressure now. A sparkly star. Did you grease your scalp, Wilski? I know I'll be sitting here telling y'all to grease y'all scalps and to put a little grease, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't grease my scalp. I didn't. So it's a little, you know what I'm saying? I think I greased it last week. So and I was thinking, I'm sitting up here telling people, yeah, I know somebody sitting inside the bushes with their old dry scalp, sitting there scratching and just beating and patting it in. Your cornrows going back with the weave and the wig on, and you forgot to grease it. You forgot to grease it and push it back, and it's an itching, and you didn't get to drink enough water that day. Scalp all dry, greasy. As soon as you scratch, a whole lot of cornflakes is coming down on the table. I'll be no, yup, and itching feet, dry, itchy feet. Heels be itchy. Heels be all dry, cracked. Crevice be having the lines in them looking like leather lizard skin. Yup, yes. And it's just like, and you expect somebody to rub toenails with you with your feet looking like that. It's just like, clip your toenails. It's like them toenails that just begin to come out like that, and it'd be like having a little curve and a curl in it. And it's like thinking you all that, but your feet all dry and cracked. Thinking you all that, and you wonder why your feet hurt because you won't clip your toenails. Because it's like, I need a bigger size shoe. No, clip your toenails. Like, that's all you got to do is clip your toenails. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It'd be crazy. Oh, I moisturize everything. When I get inside the shower, I wash my body, but I don't wash my legs. It's like, wash your legs. Y'all know some people be getting inside the shower doing that? They wash everything. They wash their upper body, but they refuse, and they wash their thighs, but they don't be washing their calves, and they will not wash their feet. Some of them stinky butts, they don't even wash their belly button. They just like, take a Q-tip, dip it inside. If you ain't gonna wash your belly button, because I bet you your belly button stink. It stinks. It reeks of foul odor. It reeks of male bovine manure. I'm gonna drop y'all a little gem. Take a Q-tip, dip it inside some rubbing alcohol, preferably 70% rubbing isopropyl alcohol or some hydrogen peroxide, and take the cotton swab, stick it in your belly button, and clean up, and then get up in there. You'll be surprised how much dirt and hair, because people be acting like they all that. They won't wash the back of their neck. They won't wash behind their ears, and they wonder why when they do this, they be taking their hair and putting their hair back behind their ear, and then they smell their finger and it stink. That's because you're not washing behind your ears, and you're not washing your lower half, and you're not washing your back. And if it's hard for you to wash your back, just take an extra long rag and you do this right here. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all how to, because some people don't be knowing this, right? If it's hard for you to wash your back, you take the washcloth and you take this hand right here, and you see what I'm doing? That's all you got to do. This is all you got to do to wash your back. Wash that big back. Wash that skinny back. You do that right there. You do that for about 30 seconds. Because I know some people, I know y'all don't be washing y'all back. Everything is clean. I bet you if I took a credit card and scraped the back of your back, it would be a whole bunch of dead skin and slurs. And it would be that black cruddy stuff on it. Let's be real. Dang it, I got to get back into it. You're a staff member, huh? I could tell me, my brother, right? Wash your tail tutorial. How did we get here? I don't know. Matter of fact, I know how we got here. It was odds. Odds, you gotta stop doing this. You have to let real be real. See, but what is real odds without the evens? Because sometimes he got to step on in. Clean out your belly button. Good advice for hydrogen peroxide, male bovine manure. Nisha Antoinette, what's going on? Completely out of order. Listen, I'm just trying to help y'all. Just saying, I got that advice from a staff member last time. I used to be a staff member for certain places and certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help people out because some people might not notice things. Like it's okay. You might have not been taught. So I'm just teaching people certain things. Like you got to wash your belly button. You got to wash behind your ears. You got to wash your legs. Wash your leg and wash your feet. Please wash your feet. I know a lot of people don't care about taking care of their feet. It's okay, but that's why people be leaving their socks on. Like I remember you know what? Let me not tell that story. Or do y'all want to hear that story? So what's going on, Queen House? I just got that. I don't know. But I used to have, when I was in college, a lot of my female friends used to tell me certain things. Oh my goodness, real. I must not be praying correctly for you. You're so wild and funny. So certain girls would, real, you're so cool, you're my friend, and blah blah blah. Thanks for not trying to do this and that. And I'm just like, yeah, we got a project to work on. So I was looked up to because I was leader for certain projects in college. So I'm just like, okay, we got to get this done, right? And they're like, can I ask you a question? I'm just like, why? My friend, he, wanted to do something with me and him, and he never want to take off his socks. Or I noticed that with certain guys I do things with, they never want to take off their socks. I'm like, cause that Negro got ugly feet and he don't clip his toenails. And it's disgusting. That's why. So people be keeping their socks on. I said it. Don't judge me for this. I was telling a story and I'm being real and I'm being honest. I have to be honest and I have to be forthcoming with certain things. When people keep their socks on, it's because they don't wash their feet and it's dry and cracked. They don't put Vaseline on it. They don't care nothing about their feet. They'll even walk outside. See, there's a difference between walking outside. You could walk outside and ground yourself on the ground, but some people they just don't care. They be walking out on the tarp, dog poo out there, walking on the hard thing. And I'm just like, how are you walking? It's mad hot. And then it's like an inch of thickness on their feet. And it's just like, ugh, like, how did your feet get like that? It's disgusting. Hey, why are you looking at my feet, nigga? And it's like, who would lay down with you? It's like, it's disgusting. Oh my goodness. Now, if I keep a socks on for every activity, keep it on, and it be the black socks. The black socks. You know the people that wear all black. I gotta wear my black Air Force Ones. I gotta wear my black socks with my black do rag. Just keep everything on. And then it'd be stupid when the do rag just comes out like a cape. Anyways, back to the Jonas Lee. Hi, what's going on? How are you? But back to what I was saying, to the important information, right? Y'all just remember what I said about the whole manual thing. Sometimes you don't need a manual for what's already there inside you, and quit running away from it because it's already a part of you. And don't be afraid that people might judge you on something that you might think. Like, certain people do that to me, right? They'll sit up here and, oh, because I see how certain people act towards me, right? They'll be all high and kiki and what's up with me. But then when I see them in other people's certain lives, like y'all know what I'm talking about, like them kind of like uppity places, the uppity lives and stuff. I'll say hi to certain people, and certain people just straight ignore me. They won't say nothing. They'll just pretend like I ain't there. And I'll like, no, you know me. You just spoke to me in these two other lives, but now that we're in this uppity person's channel, now you gonna act like you don't know me, like you're all higher than thou and prestige. No, you be on the other side. You be on my side. You know me. Yup, we be laughing and kikiing and learning and having motivation on my side. I can't stand that. I can't. Ooh, it be y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like they be like an uppity person. No, I'm not throwing any shot to anybody. But it's like when you're over there and for some odd reason they just pretend like they don't know you. But then we go to like a regular chill person chat. Like certain people who are like in the middle or something, as I say, oh, hey, what's going on? Real good to see you and all this stuff. I'm like, man, shut up. I saw what you did, acting all high and prestige. Like, please, like, ooh, they get on my nerves. I'll be wanting to just. Hello, Tina. What's going on? Hi, real. A mess. Wow. Listen, I'm just telling it like it is, but I ain't calling no names out. I understand. We all sometimes got to look all, prestige for certain friends, but if that's how you got to be on this platform, it's just like, there's no point because there's always somebody looking. There's always somebody watching. There's always somebody, because there's people around here that send their little, I call them, it's the ones that won't leave you alone. And I was gonna save this for a live, but it's the clan of cackling crows that continue to call because you're trying to do your courageous crusade and it won't leave you alone. And the only way to stop them is to get birdseed and throw it at them. Like if they keep calling at you, like call, keep talking all that, just take birdseed and throw birdseed at him. And you know what, real? You piss me off. I'm so sick and tired of you, and I'm sick and tired of this person. We sick and tired of this person's channel. Yeah, did you see that? And throw birdseed. Yeah, they'll just be picking up the birdseed off them. Like the birds, like the crows that they are. Throw birdseed at their heads and then watch them shut up. That's all you got to do. Throw birdseed at them, throw a piece of bread at them, and they'll stop. Like I could just imagine it now. Can't y'all imagine them? Like some of these bird nose, parrot nose freaks on here that just be messing with you. Old needle nose, bat nose, just people just being mad, annoying, just like shut up. Throw birdseed at him and just he imagine them with their regular head but having a bird body and just like eating birdseed. That's how I be looking at some of these people because they're so annoying. They're just like that low vibrational negative. So it's just like it's best that I do look at it that way because now by me looking at certain people like that, it's helping me to have compassion for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know not what you do. Some of you do, but when I'm bringing forth knowledge, dropping gems, trying to help people be happy, or dropping motivation, and you still just have this uncanny hate for me or dislike, and I didn't do nothing. It's like at that point, it's like I understand. It's just like some people just don't like you for you. You see what I'm saying? What's going on, Evan J? Like some people are just not gonna like you, and you do absolutely nothing, nothing whatsoever. And I feel y'all. I understand that. I understand the pain. I understand the struggle. You could just be being you, and some people just don't like you, and it's okay. Certain people are part of chaos. They're part of the chaos realm. You're part of the creative realm, right? I keep telling people there's two parts to this, right? There's creative, you're part of creation, and then there's chaos. When you start to create laughter, when you start to create art, when you start to create love, when you start to create peace, when you start to create exercise, when you start to create food, some people that are part of the chaos, it's like a bell that rings inside the spiritual realm, and they're just like, and they can't stand it. And it's like they'll do anything like spread lies, make lies about you, make up things about you. And do you know the sad thing is? Some of these people will sit there looking stupid because now that the lies that they done spread about you, these other people will start to view you. And it's just like, you're trying to make me not like this person. You're trying to throw all this negativity on this person. And this person is not what you told me that. But like, I'm sure we've all been through that, right? I've been through this. That happened to me. People, oh, real is this and that. But people like, yo, this guy's fun loving. He's chill. He's so it happens. You're not the only one that this happens to, right? It happens to the best of us. And I'm speaking upon it so that we can get over this hump. And it's just like, oh well, they're gonna keep doing it, keep being miserable, keep being mad, keep being sad, and I'm gonna be over here being glad. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's how you gotta look at it. When people have nothing else better to do, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna find ways to try to bring you down because if they can't find something of truth, they're gonna find something of because like a lot of people on here know I'm not against them. I'm not. I'm not. I'm chill. I'm cool. You feel me? So it is what it is. What's up, Real Lives? What's going on, Trapper? I'm doing good. How you feeling? What's going on, Nisha? Evan J, right? And don't care. Real is so real. Look, listen. A chicken head. I heard chicken head in the you chicken head. You. Y'all remember that word? You scalawag. You scalawag. But this is one of my favorite ones. And you say it with conviction with some of these people who be pissing off. Y'all ready? Heifer. You got to say that with conviction. Heifer. Hussy. Jezebel. Scalawag. Like, you got to say it with conviction towards some of these people. Bark, bark, chicken head. I remember that song. What up, Keish? I'm great, brother. No, I'm good. Thank you. No, because it's like it's a way of spelling energy, so you can get it. Like you gotta call a spade for what it is, like a heart for what it is. Like you gotta call it for what it is. Once you begin to do that, you're gonna feel this upliftment of yourself because you can't keep hiding behind the fact of what somebody's doing to you. I'm telling you, these people is a spirit or low vibrational negativity on them, and once you figure out what it is. Like, not everybody's the same. A lot of these people got Jezebel spirits, and people thinking that Jezebel just means, sexual. No, it goes beyond that. Once you can pinpoint it and you see the things like this constant attack, this constant beratement, this constant of I want to be, or you need to chill, or, oh, every time you go live, I'm going to go live, or every time this or that, or I'm going to try to create this conundrum against you. It's happening because once you start to step into your power and force of who you are, there's going to be things to try to bring you down because they don't want to see it. Like it's as simple as that. You can believe it or you don't. But once you start to notice and see it and believe it for what it is, you will be able to counteract these things. Like I said, it's people that are doing the people messing with people's stuff, people messing with people's lives, throwing evil eyes on them. Like I don't doubt that stuff. Snap Key says, Kevin, I had to look at your channel. What's up, brother? What's up? Yeah, change the tag. Yeah, that's what happened on here. That's why some people I didn't understand who some of y'all was until I seen the y'all little AV. Because when they did that hashtag thing, I didn't know a lot of y'all ats. So now the ats, it's like, okay, I recognize it, so now we can go forward. You feel me? Jonas Lee, HGG, GGT top. I seen you a lot of times. You keep coming and maybe, you know what I'm saying, you can get something. You feel me? But we're gonna have a lot more stuff to discuss or something like that. And I don't know if we're doing it. Senna, are we doing a episode this Thursday? They do crazy stuff, but their fruits are short lived because they don't care like us for sure. No, they don't. And we're starting to see it. And I'm glad that a lot of y'all are starting to open your eyes to this stuff and see this stuff. And it's just like staying inside your power because it's funny to me. It's like they made y'all squirm. They made the so-called lesser people squirm. They so-called made they call us the undesirables or all that squirm. Now it's funny because since this awakening is happening and since their power is being pulled from them, it's like, aha. And now it's funny watching them squirm and scream and mad because they don't got a power source to suck from. They're trying to hover over everything to see where they can suck some power from. And it's like they're going crazy. They're going crazy. So now they're going to turn into, I'm just going to pretend to be nice to you. And then guess what? They're going to do the same thing over and over again. Watch them squirm. Watch them squirm. Leave them there on the ground. Because that's what they did to you. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care whatsoever. It's a falsehood. It's fraudulent. Some people just do not care. And if that's out of your range of who you are, walking inside whatever path that you're walking to, it's okay to let it. It's like you do not fit into my category. Bye. I see you for who you are. Real Oz is putting this out there, and it's like seeing these witches and warlocks for what they are. And it's like, oh well. But why are you doing this? So what? You've been doing it so long. You've been alkalizing people's energy for the wrong things. You've been gaslighting people. You've been doing these things. And now it's just like, no, it's being open everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Working Thursday will send email. Definitely this week, though. No, it's okay. Whichever. Facts, brother. Keep speaking the truth. Our fruits take longer but last forever. Indeed. They honestly don't have as much reason. They do good. Yeah, well, you have to understand when certain people don't have lives or certain things to do, right? You have to realize this, right? If somebody is let's say 25 or 30, 40, 50 years old and they're doing certain things on this platform to hurt you or harm you, you got to really take a look at a certain situation and just wondering what are they doing with themselves. And like I said, some people do it out of jealousy, right? Some people do it out of ignorance. Some people do it because it's a spirit on them. Some people do it because they are agents of chaos and they work with that side and it's their job to try to take you down. Like some people know exactly very well what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And some of you, it's like it takes teams of people to try to do it, to try to take you down. It is because you're that powerful. Like if it's one person who's there and it's like that one person's just chilling and they can just take on things by themselves. But if it takes a whole team, it's just like, thank you, because now I know that I possess something great. I know that I am something great. I already knew this and I see you be seeing what these people be doing, but you already know how it's going to turn out and pan out. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, some people just get ahead of themselves and it's just like, I knew it. Like you see exactly what it is that they're doing and you see what it is. And it's just like, you're just stepping into this and doing these things. But imagine somebody who's been seeing this for like the past 30 something years. Like they know, they see, they've been through it, they've been trained on it. They've you know what I'm saying? If you're chosen or if you're God's child or if you had an awakening or if you've been in the service and you already know these things. So no amount of, oh yeah, but I know. And it's just like, what you're doing is child's play, and I suggest you stop. Because if you see, and sometimes you just step back, and I'm just like, are you really doing this? Are you really doing this? And it's just like, you know not what you do, because do you know what you're tapping into? Do you know where you're pulling your source from? And it's just like people wondering why certain things be happening, and it's just like y'all be knowing that the power that's given to you from the true God or something like that, these people be tapping into principalities that they think is giving them power. And it's just like, all you got to do is just shut their principality right off. Because it's like you're getting from a principality, you're getting something that you think is like, and it's just like, why? And they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again because of the little source that they're getting from the principalities. There's principalities around. There's principalities of love, principalities of hate. There's principalities of greed. There's different principalities. People don't think this stuff exists. But why do you think that in certain regions, right, you see a whole lot of things going on, right? So if you go to California, if you go to Chicago, if you go to New York, if you go to Florida, you go to Atlanta, you go to certain, you're going to see a whole lot of things that's happening in this region, right? You're like, well, why is there all this happening? Because it's a principality right there. Like it is what it is. So now you know what something is. So now it's like, oh, you're operating in this. You're operating in hate. You're operating in pride. You're operating in thievery. You're operating in a whole lot of hate against your fellow brothers. So all y'all want to do is hurt and shoot and unalive one each other here. Now you begin to see the patterns of these principalities, and it's just like, why do people try to go against you when these certain things is not going to work? It'll just bounce, and it'll just see. And sometimes you sit back and you just laugh, and it's like, thank you for the, because all you doing is just empowering me. You feel me? Hey, brother, I just made it home from well, condolences to you, Naomi. I hope that any burdensome thoughts that you might have, or any heaviness of any of the thoughts of you losing a loved one, be unburdened from your mind, and that there be a cap put on any sadness that you have, and any like spiritual cords that you have connected to that situation. Let you still have the memory, but any hurt or sadness that might arise from it, I ask that it be fizzled out so that it won't bother you or hurt you. Because sometimes our minds can be too connected with certain aspects of people that's here, and when we lose them, it can cause a sufficient amount of grief upon us. And now there's a way to combat that by asking that a limiter be put on that so that it won't affect you years and years upon end. Because we have to realize that we're here in this realm. Some of us longer than others. Some of us maybe repeat, who knows? But we're going to excel to a different level. And some of us may be resurrected. Has people like, no, it doesn't. Yes, so that's what it says in a lot of these texts, that you will be brought back. So it does exist. Energy doesn't die, and if you good, you come back again or something like that. No, it does. Yes, it does. It says inside the scriptures. It says it inside the Talmud. It says it inside the American Indian culture. Some people will be reborn. You know what I'm saying? Or like what Christ says, you'll be resurrected. Or like what some people say, if you have a good spirit, you'll be brought back. And some of you are going to be brought back as cockroaches, maggots, and gnats, and no-see-ums, maggots, and flies on the wall. Matter of fact, some of y'all are gonna be brought back as a freaking shrew or mouse on the ground. And you're like, huh, I'm running all fast. And then I'm gonna be a hawk, and I'm gonna come by and just swoop you on up and feed you to my children. Thank you, Coffee Cream. My hurt is proof of love. I believe in reincarnation. You're welcome, Leon. Well, reincarnation is real. It's just how you look at it. Like, if you look at the scriptures talk about reincarnation. It's like, if you're good, you come back. You're being re-put on this earth, because there's going to be a new heavens and a new earth. Or some people feel like, if some people believe you get sucked into a soul trapped through the moon, and in the moon, because when you become too confituated, and your mind is too attached to earthly things and material things, some believe that you get reincarnated through the moon to relive through this same loop again, so you can feed the system. Because guess what, there's these beings that need the system of these people and the energy through loosh, if that makes any sense. So it's like, it's all how you look at it. But you know what I'm saying? Engage with the community channel. What's going on, man? How you feeling, brother? I appreciate that. Good to see you. I believe in reincarnation. He is the proof of love. Odds, my God. Good to see you, man. So It's all in how you look at it. But a lot of people, they be talking about the same thing, but so many people be arguing and fighting. And if people got it, like if people start to realize a lot of people be talking about the same thing. No, there's an evil one, and this is this. No, there's one true one. And it's just like, well, if you got good morals and you believe and you got good morals, why are people arguing and fighting amongst each other? Do you know why? Because it's a great tactic out there, and it's called divide, distract, conquer, power grab. And if people look past that and realize, like, oh, I'm fighting you over this, oh, I'm fighting you don't know. Well, my denomination is Baptist. Well, no, I'm Episcopalian. Well, no, I'm this and I'm a witness. And it's like people fighting over this stuff. Well, no, well, I believe in the spirit. And it's just like we got bigger fish to fry. So now everybody keeps fighting in the same thing. And these people purposely do these and put these, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I see, but if it's like if you're still praying and you doing something good and all that stuff, but you hating this person, and it's like, well, I don't believe in you because you don't follow this, and it's like, did you know that half of these people that certain things out here, like a lot of you people, right? There's certain people who will be like, I don't want to follow you, or I'm not going to be your friend because you don't believe in God, or you don't believe in this, or you don't believe in that. So I'm gonna cut you off. But then it's like, soon as you get in trouble, right? You know how many people who are doctors and who are cops, who are people of the law, who are people who work inside the military that don't believe in God or believe in this or believe in that, but yet those same people will still come along and save your life. I'm just trying to teach y'all something. Those same people who hey, do y'all know how many doctors, certain doctors just believe in Scientology and all that stuff. But y'all sitting here going to the same doctors, getting pills and getting diagnosed. And thank you so much, doctor. And also, yet they believe in this. Something's wrong here. Something's going wrong here. It's very wrong. I don't know what it is, but everybody's being pitted against one another. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I don't believe in this and all this stuff. This could be this cop who very well is an atheist, right? Who doesn't believe in God. But you got somebody robbing your house. You're scared. Are you calling upon God? Nope. You're butt straight calling 911. And this cop gonna come over here. Somebody trying to hurt and unalive you. This cop takes this person down and just saved your life. Yet they believe inside something different than what you believe. That's what I'm saying. We gotta look past certain things. I'm not telling you to follow certain things or whatever, but those who know. Because if you truly believe inside something, then, just like I see people at certain places, oh, this person's going crazy at this establishment. But yet all of a sudden, I want to see you call upon God. I want to see you do something. But yet they're not. Call the police. This Negro's going crazy. This crackhead's going crazy inside this church. Why aren't you rebuking them? Why aren't you saying anything? Why aren't you saying any prayers? But yet you talk about calling the police on this person. I thought it was spirits. And it just makes me look at him like, yeah, liar, you falsehood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I've seen things like that where call upon it. You use the power, but you're not doing it. So it's either one, you don't truly believe in what you say you believe into. Number two, you don't trust God. Or number three, you're just doing it just to be seen by people. So as soon as something happened, the fights at the church, call the police. But there's no, oh, I rebuke this. I'm going to lay hands on you right now. I'm going to throw the power on you. And I'll just be like, and it's sad. It's sad that people are being, tricked and brought into certain things. And it's just like, you going to make me believe about something, but you don't believe in it yourself. So like I said, it's not like I have my own faith and my own beliefs. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm still going to resonate with people who resonate with me, if that makes any sense. Because you can have the best of friends who are helping you, like your neighbor might not believe in what you believe in, but guess what? That neighbor can still come along and help you when time's needed. This person could come along and loan you something. God could use anybody. Oh, I need this and all this stuff. Well, I don't like certain ghetto people. I don't like this person or something. But then a ghetto person could come along, like, you know what I'm saying, smoking their weed and all this kind of stuff, but then come along and give you like $40. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out, Ma. You feel me? You ain't got to do nothing. I seen you were struggling with your kids. So here, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like the same people you hating against could be the same people who are helping you. So, like, stop judging books by its cover. All of the above. Hi, it's not. Like I said, I don't want people to feel like I'm going against anything or anybody. I'm just getting y'all to look at something for a certain way. Cause like I said, God can use anybody. He can. He can, or it can, she can, whatever you want to call it, the abstract being of all the universe. Because if you don't want to put a label on it, people sit here, and just because you're dressed a certain way don't mean that you can be used, because everybody was used for something good. Look at Moses. He was used for something good. He had a speech impediment. He couldn't talk correctly, right? He was stuttered, but yet he was used to lead people. You feel what I'm saying? There were certain other people who had certain ailments. There was the weeping prophet. All he did was cry, 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 cry all the time for his people, but he was used for something great. So you can't look at people with like, well, this is not my definition of a leader. Your definition of a leader is going to look different for everybody, because now you've been implanted with these thoughts of what a leader or what something is supposed to look like, and it doesn't have a look. Leadership has qualities. It doesn't have a look. Leadership has qualities, and whether somebody is laughing behind it or has comedic properties, or this person's skinny, or this person's big, or this person got short hair, or this person look a little funny or has scars on their face, it don't matter. A leader can come in many forms, and you can get wisdom taught from a man, from a woman, from a child. It don't matter. And this is why certain people be stuck and stagnated in certain positions, because they refuse to open their ears, because they're like, well, I'm not listening to this because this is a woman. Well, I ain't listening to this because he a man. I ain't listening to this because this person's younger than me. Well, you might have missed something, and now since this person was open, something has been given and imparted upon them for a download to receive, because you missed it, because you're constantly fighting against yourself in certain things where you just can't see it for what it is. And now that knowledge, because you didn't want to listen, or what was supposed to be imparted on you, it can be imparted on somebody else. And you can't be so asinine and to think, well, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I'm the best person on YouTube. I'm the best person and nobody's better than me. And I know what I'm doing. And if you don't listen to me, then I'm going to cry. And I'm going to make a big boo-hoo on YouTube so you can give me your money. So I appreciate you guys. Jesus' number one apostle was a tax collector and hated by all. He can, he does, and he will. Listen, y'all, it is what it is. Like I said, I just want people to open up to stop looking at a label by what somebody labels themselves as, because that can get you in trouble with certain things, where it's like, oh, well, I'm this or that, because certain people who are certain things, they don't have to mention it. Somebody could be a man of God or a woman of God and don't have to be all, you know what I'm saying? They could still laugh with you and have fun and tell little jokes. But then there's somebody that could be like, I'm blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, and the hands down and the word says this. And then they could be the very ones that just like, did you see that fat old butt over there? I got to get in that. You know what I'm saying? Or this person or something like that. How much money you got? Give me your credit cards. We got Cash App. We got PayPal. We got Buy Me a Coffee. We got Snapchat. We got OopChat. We got Zelle. We got we also accept Bitcoin. We also accept gold, silver, copper, palladium, diamonds, jewelry, anything you got. What you got over there? Is that an iPhone? Give it up. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just use your discernment that God gave you. No, because it be like that. And then the people who really are trying, the people who are really ascending, the people who have knowledge, who are soft spoken, it's like, don't nobody want to listen to those people because they want to hear it a certain way, or you got to be dressed a certain way. And it's just like, when are you people going to start to wake up and see it's not about that? It's not about that. Like, if somebody is there put before you, why can't you just listen to them? I'm not talking about me, but I'm just talking about anybody in general out there. Stop looking for a certain look or a certain age. So what? Somebody could be 40, 50, 60 years old and still be able to impart something good on you. But because it's like, no, no, I don't want it that way. No, no, no. And it's like, okay, you're missing out on your blessings. You're missing out on your teachings. You're missing out on a download, because now you're getting all these downloads, you're getting all these signs from God, signs from your spiritual team, but yet you're just ignoring it. So when you keep ignoring these things, like if God be like, here, don't go outside, I'm gonna cause this to drop down because you know that you're about to get in trouble, so I'm gonna make this fall down, or I'm gonna make this drop and break on the floor, so you have to sweep this up to keep you from getting your butt in trouble. Stay your butt in on the inside. I need you to sit still so you can listen to this message. But some people just keep ignoring it. So now they will impart that on somebody else for them to be able to give that information to you. Thank you, Entrepreneurial Diary. Thank you, Shamika. I appreciate that. Train to be jerks is what I call it, and they will make you a jerk. Like jerk chicken. Jerk chicken. Like I said, it doesn't have a look. It has an energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it has an energy, it has a feel to it. So stop looking for certain things because there's people out there that know these things, right? They know that they can put on a suit and a tie and tell you sweet nothings and tell you this and that, and you're gonna listen. And it's just like, okay, but then if this man has on regular clothes, this woman has on regular clothes, this woman working hard, but shit, she wanna impart her knowledge upon you of something because she's been sitting still listening, or same thing for this man who been sitting there doing his thing, reading, doing his art, and now he done got a divine interpretation through their art. So now it's like, oh, let me impart this on you. But people don't know. They just are so accustomed to hearing things come through a certain way in a flow. You got to unlearn all that and stop looking towards this and look towards that. Like stop looking where everything is glistening and gold in this big, big, big pathway. And sometimes look at the other path that might not be the glitz and glam, but guess what? Even though this path is like smaller and it don't got a good paved road, but it's a dirt road, it could be a little safer, but it takes a little bit longer, but it's got fruit along the way. But this way, it got burgers along the way, and it's got gold and glitter, but this way it's got fruit. Y'all see what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to take that way, because now it's like, okay, now I gotta go in here. Oh, now I gotta pay all these tolls and everything here. But here it's just like, oh, it's a simple way. Well, it's dirt road. I don't like the way it looks, but then you're not gonna take that road. Why not? Because it's looks of how you're looking at something. Hey, Fantastic. Hey, Jamaica. Yeah, y'all. I didn't freaking talk my butt off and everything on here. But y'all know I got to get back to my usual. I got to shine my arrows. Tonight I might be hunting some ducks and some hogs and some deer. Cause deer hunting season's coming on in. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It's duck hunting season's coming up. Nah, but I definitely appreciate y'all coming through. Definitely appreciate y'all sitting here willing to learn and y'all putting stuff inside the chats for us to be able to learn from one another. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. Everybody learns from everybody because not everybody knows it all. They think that they do, but they truly don't. We can know a lot, but we can still learn from other people. And that's what I like to do. I do know a lot, but I still sit and listen to whether it's man, woman, child, older person, younger person. You could still always learn something because people think that they know certain things. Let certain things be cut off. You ain't gonna be no good. Trust me, I know what's gonna happen. When certain things happen, certain things cut off, people ain't gonna be no good. It's already there for it to happen. People ain't gonna they ain't gonna be no good. So start putting your chips together and learning your stuff now. You feel me, y'all? But anybody going live? Anybody going live? Anybody having a premiere? Because y'all know how we do on this channel. We help look one another out. So in case anybody's going live or y'all know anybody else, we can shoot on over there. You feel me? Latoya Langley. What's going on, Latoya? How you feeling? Oh, now you wanna step on up in here when I'm about to end my live. When I'm about to hop back into the ocean and start swimming around. I got my life jacket. I need to put my life jacket back on. So I got some piranhas and some sharks to hunt. So y'all know I do my thing up on here, but when I get up off of here, there's certain things that I gotta do in real life. Things that you wouldn't even believe. Things that you'll be like, he's a liar. That's not existing. But it's gonna exist. It's gonna show itself. Y'all gonna see. That's why they putting all this AI stuff out now, because now it's just like when certain stuff start happening, y'all be like, no, this is AI, this is not real, this is not real. Know what's happening. Some are sponges and some are sponges with no filters. Sponges are filters. No, it's all right. I'm just messing with you, Latoya. I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. You're right, Run. Exactly. Exactly. Yours. I like that analogy right there. Some are sponges with filters, some are just there. A sponge just waving, just sucking up everything and not even filtering nothing out. They taking the good and the bad and all the toxic stuff and any type of attention, any type of validation they can get, and it's hurting them and it's ripping pieces of sponges off. But then there's the sponges that are filters. So they filter out the bad stuff and push it out so the good stuff can come. I like that, right? If y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm just pretending that I'm a sponge inside the ocean and what it would be like to be a sponge. Just like, and then a fish come along. Dirty sponge. Now y'all know I like to be a little graphic, but y'all have a good evening and a blessed evening. And if anybody's not going live, I will definitely see y'all soon. We Swift, right? Anybody going once, going twice? But I will definitely check y'all soon, and I'll be on. I think I guess sometime this weekend or something back to my regularly scheduled thing of laughs, my real good laughs. Cause y'all know when I drop gems or something, I gotta be a little bit more on the serious side. But we're gonna get back to the real laughter. You feel me? Definitely. Y'all have a great blessed evening. Positive vibes and great energy sent towards y'all. Be happy, put a smile on your face, and do something good. And don't let negative bring you down. Don't let the validation of anyone else be your circumference of life, meaning don't let that be your circle of life. It's okay to stand and be a square because you got those edges where you can just go to all four corners. If you a circle, you're just gonna keep running around in circles. It's not good. Coffee cake loving me. All right, y'all take it easy, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be good.